there is a one-hit wonder that is universally despised for everyone that is liked. Let us start with Rebecca Black, whose debut single made her overnight fame at the age of 13. Friday was released in 2011 with the intention of being a lighthearted endeavor, but it soon amassed millions of views for all the wrong reasons.
Yesterday was Thursday, today it's Friday.
Whoever wrote this song is undeniably a lyrical intellectual. Both experts and audiences derided the song because of its words and low-fidelity sound. However, Rebecca would clarify in an interview that not all of the criticism was focused on her music.
In her bedroom, she reads hateful words online.
You're so fat and you'll never be pretty. You suck at singing. I hope you go die, and I think you should get an eating disorder because that'll make you prettier.
And it goes beyond the internet.
When I walk by, they'll start singing Friday in a really nasally voice, or, they'll be like, oh hey, Rebecca, guess what day it is?
Rebecca was forced to drop out of school due to bullying, which caused the public to sympathize with her predicament. Rebecca did not let Friday deter her from pursuing a career in music, even though she was a miserable one-hit wonder. She would change the course over 10 years later by releasing a hyperpop remix of the same song that caused her so much distress after experimenting with new music. However, the community's response was very different this time. Rebecca was inspired by this support to keep experimenting with different genres, and in 2024 she performed as a DJ for a group of fans, laying the groundwork for a musical return, with her most recent tracks from 2025 seeing much higher levels of favorable interaction. However, Poppy came to the internet with mystery and intrigue right away, whereas Rebecca's narrative is one of atonement over time. However, Poppy has been creating bizarre films since November 2014 before her sudden rise to stardom, setting the stage for a seminal video in January 2015.
I'm Poppy, I'm Poppy, I'm Poppy. I'm Pop.
When your essay has to have that 1,000 word count, this film served as the inspiration for numerous jokes, including this one, which helped create memes and headlines that raised awareness of Poppy's door. Using her notoriety to release her first album and performance art with appealing music quickly captured the attention of the internet. When I first started watching Poppy, I didn't think I'd become a genuine fan, but here I am. Poppy started experimenting with several musical styles with the help of these followers, eventually switching to heavy metal in 2020. By 2025, she is viewed as a metal superstar who is pushing the boundaries of her craft rather than as a meme. However, Pikotaro's failure to capitalize on his 45-second one-hit wonder shows that not everyone can turn a meme into a music career. Prior to going viral, Pikotaro was more well known as the humorous persona of Japanese performer Kazuhito Kosaka. Kosaka has been involved in the entertainment industry for years, but was mostly unknown outside of his native nation due to his unique style of comical acting and singing. That would all change in August 2016 when he posted a music video that would define his career.
Apple pen, pineapple pen. Pineapple, apple pen.
Even though the dance moves were clunky and the lyrics were simplistic, PPAP quickly became a YouTube classic. I applaud whoever decided to finance this thing and gift it to the world. In less than a month, the song amassed over 5 million views, making it the shortest single to appear on the Billboard Top 100. However, Kosaka, like Psy, found it difficult to replicate his instant success in the years that followed. Although they did not create the same buzz, later albums like Sake Tobacco and Mathematics had a similar structure. Bro, can't believe Pen Pineapple Apple Pen Guy still does music. As of 2025, however, Kosaka is still adamant about pursuing other styles in the hopes of becoming more than just the PPAP guy. The internet is still revisiting his one-hit wonder, though with nearly 500 million views on its extended version. Admittedly, it is a small portion of the 1.6 billion views that Rick Astley's 1987 hit song Never Going to Give You Up presently has. However, who produced some of the biggest pop successes in the UK during the 1980s. Furthermore, none of these hits would become Rick's 1987 breakthrough single. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down. Rick became a household name overnight thanks to the song's infectious vocals and danceable tempo. It was its second life that made it famous. Internet users started sending each other links in 2007, which resulted in the creation of the Never Going to Give You Up music video.
Whoa. What is it? Shoot. Nice.
Rick ultimately chose to embrace the joke, making fun of everyone from reporters to the 2008 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Thanksgiving way into 1 billion views on YouTube by 2020. Even though his first track went viral, Rick is still touring and recording, demonstrating that he is more than just a one-hit wonder. As of 2025, the Rickroll is still a common practical joke. It is also possible that the 25 million people who watched Island Boy's song liked it more than what they heard.
Oh, I'm an island boy. I'm a just island boy. I'm a just island boy.
While lounging in a pool on October 15th, 2021, the Island Boys, real names Alex and Frankie Venegas, composed a freestyle rap. However, the spectators were not captivated by the unique singing style and the unclear words. 1,000 years from now, someone's gonna dig this esh out and fully understand why our civilization collapsed. The freestyle went viral for all the wrong reasons, even reaching the greatest celebrities, as the jokes and dislikes grew daily.
I'm speechless. Two goofballs in the pool.
You know why I'm not speechless?
Why?
Because I'm an island.
Even worse, the Island Boys' reaction to George Janko's financial counsel damaged their reputation when they were asked to appear on the Impulsive podcast 2 months later.
You really don't want to go there, bro.
I could go there.
Okay,
Because I was giving you guys nice advice and you guys were being assholes. Hey, George, keep talking. I'm gonna walk up.
The brothers would storm out of the podcast following this angry behavior, which sparked additional internet criticism. The saddest part of this interview is that George was the only one who took them a little seriously, and they took it on him. That's barking to the wrong tree. The Island Boys have only gotten worse since that episode, losing social media views before going extinct. With no fresh uploads since 2023, their follow-up songs did not garner the same level of interaction as their viral freestyle.
That last long day she said goodbye. Well, Lord, I thought I would cry.
This would be Mason Ramsey, who was captured on camera by a Walmart patron in March 2018 at the age of 11. The then unknown toddler became an immediate sensation after the video rapidly amassed millions of views. Mason gained notoriety as the Walmart yodeling kid in a matter of weeks and was scheduled to make performances at Coachella and the Ellen DeGeneres show. He joined Big Loud Records that same year and released the country pop single Famous, which had over 2 million Spotify plays in a matter of days and made it into the Billboard Hot 100. Mason left the spotlight by 2019 when Mason unexpectedly returned on Instagram. Would they hear from him once again? Sorry I've been so quiet on social media lately. I've been living my life and took a step back from everything for a bit. Hang tight because I got big plans for 2022. Creating material for TikTok, where one of his initial videos amassed 23 million views, would be part of these goals.
Today I'm going to make you one of my favorite pizzas.
At least he's staying humble. Unlike a lot of people who get a taste of fame, we need more talented people like this. His music career, which he discreetly revived shortly after in April 2022 and is still concentrating on as of 2025, reflected this modesty, as demonstrated by Alex Lee, whose claim to fame while working at Target plagued him for a long time. When a teenage girl shared a picture of him working at Target in November 2014, it started his crazy journey. Numerous jokes, fan modifications, and his fame only increased once Ellen DeGeneres contacted him.
I mean, are you overwhelmed by this?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you're working at Target and then all this happens and then you're sitting on television talking about it. And have you had wedding, like marriage proposals? And
I mean, yeah.
Alex's brief moment of stardom, however, swiftly soured in contrast to other one-hit wonders who turned their virality into lucrative careers, which compelled him to drop out of school and stop using social media. He later disclosed that his peers disagreed with his choices, even though they felt right to him. People around me were saying that I am missing a big opportunity if I were to quit, and others were sending me threats, jealous that it happened to me and not them. He would explore with social media over the following 2 years. After permanently Unfortunately, leaving social media, Alex began living a much more secluded life starting in 2024. Right now, I have a job at UPS. I load the trucks in the morning, and I have to say, it's so much better than doing social media. It pays a lot less, but I'm a lot happier doing it. At one point in his career, Minecraft YouTuber MysteryOre could similarly connect to Alex's realization that it was time to move on for his own pleasure.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am quitting Minecraft.
However, the inventor was occupied with starting a YouTube channel that would quickly become popular 3 years prior to filming this video. The community responded well to his debut video, which included a 1 versus 1 combat between Dream and Technoblade and demonstrated excellent production value. His channel reached 200,000 subscribers and over 13 million views after 2 follow-up videos, posting seldom and taking months off in between videos. Fans began to worry that he was losing interest as the intervals between uploads increased. When MysteryOre declared in October 2023 that he was leaving Minecraft after 5 videos had received over 80 million views, such concerns were validated.
Just don't want to be a part of the community anymore. Can you imagine? No, but seriously, I am ready to move on. If you haven't noticed already, I dropped Ore from my name.
7 months after making the confession, he would subtly make a reappearance with an upload demonstrating that he still could not let go of his passion. Since then, the community has stayed involved, despite the fact that as of 2025, he has only produced 3 more videos. The Turkish chef swiftly gained international recognition after celebrities like David Beckham and Leonardo DiCaprio joined the bandwagon, which infuriated many Cuban Americans and interfered with his Miami business ambitions. It only got worse from there. A visitor suffered burns all over her body during a botched fire stunt at his restaurant in Istanbul. Following this, there were litigation over unpaid tips, claims of mistreatment from former workers, and comparisons between the work environment to the Hunger Games. However, Nusret interrupted the 2022 World Cup pitch, hounding Lionel Messi for pictures, just as it appeared that he was done with the drama. International indignation was aroused by the incident, and although Nusret eventually made an effort to clarify the circumstances, the harm to his reputation had already been done. Since then, his eateries have experienced a drop in patronage, negative reviews, and even closures, such as the closing of Salt Bay Burger in New York City. However, since his gold saxophone moment in 2010, Sergei Stepanov, often known as the epic Sax Guy, has been shining brighter every day, while Salt Bay's gilded steaks are rapidly disappearing. As one of 6 members of the band Sunstroke Project, the musician represented Moldova on the Eurovision stage that year. However, neither the lyrics nor Sergei's voice drew anyone's attention. His iconic saxophone solo immediately won over the internet, inspiring loop videos that continue to receive views to this day and giving rise to the gigantic Sax Guy meme. You know you've won Eurovision when they post a 10-hour version of your 18-second performance. Even in 2025, he is still regarded as a cherished character in both musical circles and meme culture, making him one of the most highly regarded one-hit wonders. However, he is not quite as anticipated as our next musician who has grabbed the internet and the globe by storm.